Hi loves, and welcome back to another video, or welcome if you're new. My name is Morgan, and today I have my 2020 luxury wish list. I personally love watching these videos because it shows me like what other people have their eye on, what they're considering buying. I think it's a thoughtful way to show you what I'm considering adding to my collection and the thought process that goes behind each item that I do add to my wardrobe. Now, I don't have every single item planned out that I'm going to buy for next year, but I do have some things I have my eye on. I've really been changing my buying patterns lately, especially after seeing the Patriot Act episode on fast fashion. There was a fact in there that was stated that in the 1980s, the average American only bought 12 new items of clothes. And that really hit me because growing up, I shopped, like I got new school clothes for like spring and for winter. I didn't really shop in between unless a piece of clothing wore out or there was a specific occasion that I needed something for. I feel like as I got older and I was making my own purchasing decisions, I do enjoy shopping and I shopped more, and with the rise of fast fashion, I'd be like, oh, it's so cheap, I can buy a lot of things. And I definitely got into that buying pattern where I bought more cheap things than quality things. I definitely want to start changing that in my wardrobe. I watched the episode on fast fashion just before Black Friday, and it really changed the way I looked at Black Friday this year. And instead of, going to the high street or fast fashion stores, I only shopped at one shop, and I didn't buy a mass amount of items like I normally would. I bought quality pieces that I could see lasting in my wardrobe for a long time. It's not totally possible to completely write off fast fashion. I know it is a more affordable option for a lot of people, and same for me. Like, I can't get designer of everything. But what I am going to be looking for are more quality fast fashion pieces. I've written off specific stores completely, which I'm not going to name, but what I'm going to look to do when I do go to buy a fast fashion item is to look at the stores that are putting out better quality and avoiding certain stores where I know after 3 washes the garment is done. I'm going to share with you my challenge for 2020, and then I'm going to share with you the designer items I have my eye on for next year. My challenge is 20 items in 2020, 12 clothing items taken from that statistic about the 1980s in the Patriot Act episode, and 8 accessory items. Link the description of the challenge down below. I've written everything out. I'm also going to be writing a blog post about it, and I'm going to be documenting my journeys on my blog and my YouTube and Instagram, showing you every single thing that I buy next year in terms of fashion and accessories. And instead of doing haul videos and things like that, I'm going to show you once a quarter is all the purchases I made. So there'll be update videos along the way, and there'll be blog posts linking what I've bought as well, where I write a little bit more about my thought process, how I'm feeling about it, good and the bad of changing my habits. I don't know how this is going to go, and I want to take you along this journey, and hopefully maybe you'll find it a little interesting too, because I know amongst my friends we're talking about sustainability, especially in the fashion world. So the short and sweet of the challenge is it's 12 items of clothing, 8 accessories, undergarments and socks do not count. I also want to bring out an aspect of community with this challenge, where if you want to trade one of your existing items in your wardrobe with a friend's item, that's totally okay. Let's get creative. If you want to take an existing item to the tailor and make it into something new, or DIY it yourself into something new, that's okay as well. Borrowing and lending items is totally okay. I think sustainability can get a bad rap for being restrictive, like, oh, you shouldn't buy this or you shouldn't use that. And I don't think it necessarily has to have that negative connotation. I think it can also mean bringing people together to share their resources and getting creative, using what you have to make something new. Another rule for the challenge is that pairs count as one thing. So a pair of shoes is one item. Obviously, you can't walk around with one shoe. You can't even buy one shoe. So it's kind of a common sense thing, but I'm also talking about like suits. If you buy a suit and it's a pant and a jacket together, then that's okay as well. That counts as one item, because you can't wear a suit if you don't have both pieces. Also, gifts do not count. Now, this one gets a little bit tricky because if someone gives you a gift, obviously most of the time you don't know about it, but when we're picky girls and there are people in our lives who know that we're picky, they usually ask us what we want. So you are not allowed to ask for clothing or accessory items. And then if you receive money and you decide to buy clothing or accessories, that does count as an item because you are going out and making that purchasing decision. So basically it is surprise gifts do not count. I'm not going to be counting certain collaborations or gifted items, but I will be disclosing, as always, that they are collaborations or gifted items. It is part of, you know, what I do to collaborate with brands. I'm not going to stop my work completely and not collaborate with any brands just because of this challenge, but you will always know when my work is in collaboration with someone else or if I have been gifted an item. Now I'm going to share with you the items that I have on my wish list for 2020. The first item I want to add is a beige color cocoa handle. So I have a black and a pink, and this is my favorite style of Chanel bag, and I don't have a beige everyday bag in my wardrobe, and if I'm going to add one that's going to last me for a long time, I think it's going to be the cocoa handle style. I would also like for it to have the gold hardware, the same size as this bag. It's what I'm looking to add in 2020. The second item I have my eye on is a jacket in a balmain type of style. Now, I want to be a balmain jacket girl. I really do. I have tried them on multiple times, and every time I do, there's something about the cut of the jacket. It does not fit my body type. And if I was to have to tailor it, it fits in certain places and doesn't fit in other places that I can't explain it to you. Maybe I'll do a shopping vlog one time and show you. I have to go up so much for it to fit in certain places, and then other parts of my body would fit literally 3 sizes smaller. So a balmain jacket in their classic cut is really just not for me. Mostly what I want is a blazer in black or pink with the gold buttons like balmain. I'm gonna have to just find a different cut because their cut just does not fit my body type. Comment below if you know any brands I should look at that have a similar style to balmain, but the cut is not exactly the same, but it has the gold button style. The third item I want to add is another large Louis Vuitton scarf. So I have had this one since 2013. It's so massive. It's like, I think it's the biggest size they make. And this honestly is one of the best purchases I've ever made. It was my first Louis Vuitton purchase, and it was my first trip out of the country too, so it's very special to me. And I wear it mostly like this, but I also wear it like as a sarong, like around my bathing suit. I get so much use out of this and I love it, and I don't want to wear it out. I get one more so I have another one to switch between the two. The thing with Louis Vuitton is I only buy a scarf when I really love the print. I've been buying mostly the bandeau scarves, but for the big scarves, I like it when they work with an artist. This one is with Lady Aiko. I'll link her Instagram below. She does amazing street art, and I would love to get another one with a collaboration with another artist. The fourth item I would like to add is a pair of Amina Muaddi shoes. I hope I'm saying that right. I adore the classic one that she has with the pointed toe with the little crystals on the toe, and I want the rainbow version. But the problem is every time I see her shoes in the store, never are they in my size. I haven't been able to try them on. Too expensive for me to just order from somewhere, not knowing if they're gonna fit me or not. I'm hoping to find her shoes in the store so I can try them on and find my size, and then I can source the exact pair that I want. The fifth item I have on my list is another Zimmermann dress. This was one of my Black Friday purchases. I did get it at 20% off, and yet still it's one of the most expensive dresses I own, but I can tell it's going to be in my closet for a long time. Like, you're gonna really get tired of seeing this on my Instagram because this is not a wear just once dress. I'm really happy with the quality of it, and I want to add another one of their dresses on sale to my collection. Sixth thing on my list is actually a category, and that's a new pair of sneakers. I love Nike and Adidas, so we'll just see who comes out with the best one that fits my style. The seventh thing is also something that is contingent on what design comes out, and that is a Louis Vuitton on-the-go tote. I've been looking for a tote bag for a long time, and I love the on-the-go. It's like, I've tried it on, but I am not a brown person, and I hope they do another colorful one or a black one or something like that, because I would love to add that to my collection. I travel a lot, and I'm actually really in need of a good tote bag for travel. So I hope to add that to my collection, but that will depend on what designs come out in 2020. The eighth item I want to add is something I've been looking for a long time, and that is a vintage Chanel tweed suit. I have always wanted a Chanel tweed suit. I think they're so beautiful and elegant and timeless, and I would hope to find a pink one or like a multicolored one, but it's so hard because when you're looking for vintage ones, people have like altered them. So finding one that fits like my top and my bottom or is close enough where I could have it altered has been really difficult. I've been seriously looking for one for at least 6 months now. I've always had it in the back of my mind, but I've actively been looking for one and I just haven't found the right one at the right price point. I hope to add that in 2020 if I can find the right color in my size. The 9th item I want to add is actually a replacement item, and that is a rectangular Chanel mini, classic flap style. And I want to get it probably pre-loved because they haven't done a caviar in a very long time. They've only been doing lambskin, and I looked at some this past season and I wasn't happy with the quality of the lambskin because there were already like indentation marks around where the flap is. So I want to add a caviar style. I had a patent leather one, and patent leather just does not hold up well in Dubai. The color has kind of turned a little bit. I mean, I have had it since 2013. I want to replace it because I love the style of the bag. I should have bought the tweed one I saw, but I had just bought the wallet on a chain, so I was like, I can't justify 2 bags right now. If I don't find a vintage caviar one, I would consider one in maybe like a tweed fabric. Last item I am looking to add is a pair of tiny little hoops. My piercings are from Maria Tash, but the only thing is she doesn't do rainbow jewelry. So I want a set to go in my first lobe, like where these butterflies are here, if you can see them. I'm gonna have them made by my jeweler. I've already set them out on looking for the exact stones that I want. That is something that hopefully once everything is sourced, I will add in 2020. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you got some inspiration for some things maybe to add to your collection. I hope you'll join me on this challenge as well. Use the hashtag 20 items for 2020. So on your posts on Instagram or on your YouTube videos, I'd love to see the items that you consider worth adding to your collection, seeing that you can only add 20 for the year. I have all my socials linked below. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram. I'll be posting updates on the challenge there as well, and also on my blog. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.